Many parents have turned to local jails for help with their children when behavioral issues become out of control. They turn to programs used to hopefully deter juvenile crime. The programs can include tours of facilities, living the life of an inmate, one-on-one counseling, and aggressive presentation from law enforcement. Can these programs cause more harm than help? WACH Fox takes a look inside Camp Lott.
We're having trouble at home, maintaining control.
Aggressive, being disrespectful, not wanting to do its work.
Yeah, a lot of lying, stealing, going to people's houses without permission.
Parents who are tired and looking for answers for their troubled youth. Many have gone to therapy and counseling. Nothing has seemed to work. Now they are trying a new approach.
Over the next 2.5 days, your kids will be going through a lot of boot camp type physical training. Those different issues that's going on within inside every little man and young lady of independence. We want to work on not only the discipline side of the kid, but we want to begin to peel those layers back.
The kids are going away to camp, but not the camp they expected. It's called Camp Lott, and the counselors are Richland County deputies.
Get in! Let's go!
You raise your hand, we are still the police. Your kids will be arrested. If one of your kids assault a deputy and officer, he's going straight down to DJJ or Bluff Road.
I better not hear one peep. Everybody better take their hands and put it on the seat. I better not hear one thing out of your mouth.
No one ever said it was going to be easy, but we're going to push them.
Get out the building! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Get out the building! Get out! Get out! Get out! Keep your eyes straight ahead. Back up. Y'all need to be looking nowhere else. Back up, instructor too. Back up. You understand me? Back up. Do you understand me?
We're going to push them so that they can be successful. We're going to push them so that they can be responsible.
You don't want to hit me now?
You put your hands on your mama. You are back in the house. You put your hands on your mama. Put your hands on her. I bet you won't. Go ahead. Go ahead, big dog. I bet you won't put your hands on her.
Mother allows you to stay in that house.
What you
And you disrespect her, you come home and you feel like you...
It's Jake. You have some lighters on. You better leave that light started in. Take him over there, Park. That thing right there. Put your hands up there. Put your hands up. Don't move. Don't move.
You want to say stand on the ground.
Go.
But you want to be banging.
It's just the outfit I put on this morning.
What are you here for?
Because I'm disrespectful at school.
We're going to basically break them down and build them back up.
What did you do wrong?
Lying and stealing.
All right, Mr. Lying and Stealing, go to the door.
Move it!
This strategy is used to hopefully steer young people away from a life of crime and ending up in prison.
Hurry up, sunshine. I'll have all day to wait for you. Why?
I don't know, sir.
You gotta know. He asked you a question and was why is it there? You gotta know. Yeah, go ahead, hit him.
Are these methods too extreme, or can these strategies put kids back on a straight and narrow path? Coming up later in the show, we'll look at the other side of this program. Is it too extreme? That's in about 30 minutes. In the newsroom, Leah Holloway, WACH Fox News. It's day 2 of camp, and things haven't been easy.
Exercises to the point where we're going to strike those motor skill nerves, give them something to remember their wrongdoings.
So do these type of methods actually work?
Mostly this type of thing, I think, depends on the child and their perceptions and also their experiences in life. So if you have a child who is from a home where the parents are yelling all the time, maybe a lot of cursing, and out in their neighborhood they hear a lot of that, this type of child may be able to take that in differently than a child who may not be used to that kind of talk and that kind of language. We have to make sure that we're careful in what we're saying to the kids.
While the yelling and intense exercise is a part of the camp, one of the objectives is for the boys to listen and learn. That's why they bring in guest speakers like Pamela Dinkins, who lost her son in a shooting earlier this year.
He was supposed to graduate May 28th. He was due to go to basic July 27th. He was an all-around child. He was friends with everybody. Eric tried to stop a fight. During trying to stop a fight, he left, continued to play basketball like a normal 17-year-old child. 7:30 at night, coming home on the highway, I get a phone call, my son's been murdered. And y'all are disrespecting y'all parents. These boys disrespected their parents. They didn't pay attention. Now they're facing life in the penitentiary. And my son is in a grave. Saving another person's child so they don't end up down the road to be their child like Eric or be the child that murdered Eric, then I'm going to do what I have to do to try to save someone else's child. This is what I had to endure because someone wanted to be disrespectful to their parent. They wanted to join a gang, and they felt like they were above everything else.
These techniques may seem mentally straining, but the deputies are trying to teach the boys about teamwork and never giving up.
Hold it, look at me, look at me, look at me. Fight through it, fight through it.
They're going to remember these exercises, and they're going to remember the team building skills that we put in place for them.
They also want the boys to learn how to cooperate with law enforcement outside of camp.
And they basically put scenarios in place where there's a normal traffic stop. So what we do is teach the kids how to react with law enforcement. We're not all bad. We're here as a friend.
It's been a long 2.5 days. The campers are finally home to share what they've learned.
Mind over matter and learning not to disrespect your parents. And all that pain that I put them through, they put me through it.
Work as a team, when we got through it, it was painful, but we had to pull everything.
Him to come in, stand up, announce his name, and hold his head straight, I knew I was in the right program.
He expressed, what they learned and some of the behaviors. I realized, yes, that Josiah will indeed, he did get a message.
I could have imagined being such an impact player where I get to make a difference in someone's life. They don't have to go with what their friends say. Whatever their dreams are, they can obtain it, they can reach it. They just need someone to give them a helping hand and tell them that you can do it.
The hope is that those lessons stay with these young people for a lifetime. In Columbia, Leah Holloway, Watch Fox News.
Wow.
Yeah, very intense program, but no matter what you think of it, those parents that spoke, it made a difference
You
for
could
them.
tell in their words too, that they were relieved and to see them go through it, and that one parent just saying, hearing her son just speak that way.
Big change after just
absolutely.
2.5
days. Just days.